And now to wrap up our morning, we have Erem Emeka Nehemiah, also known as the incredible Ajebo, the comedian. Now, he is a creative entrepreneur, comedian, animator, and CEO of House of Ajebo and Jenny and Kenny Limited. Now, he's one of Nigeria's most influential voices in the comedy space and animation with an iconic character. You probably know him, Tegwolo. And of course, Jenny and Kenny. Now, this is an Afrofusion education and entertainment platform for children aged 1 to 6, which has refined family-friendly content across Africa, especially on YouTube. It's great to have you here with us again.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Your studio looks amazing.
Oh,
man.
Welcome to our new house.
This house is fine.
Thank you so much. Now, you're a friend of the house.
Yeah.
And you have so much to give in the creative space.
Right.
And I know a lot of people love your characters.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know,
right.
Tegwolo, where did Tegwolo come from? You need to let us know.
Okay. I get that question all the time. So Tegwolo is my story. I used to be a very interesting kid growing up, you know. I don't want to use the word stubborn right now, but, you know, I was that kid that was prayer point for my mom. You know, in school, anything I watch, I replicate. So I used to like Jackie Chan movies a lot. I used to, so just know that if Jackie Chan kick one person, in school, I will kick 3 people.
Wow.
So I was like, my parents forced Ajebo on me, you know, they forced it on me.
Wow.
I said, no, I want to be off the street. So I run off, play football in the street, do a lot of mischievous things, you know. So when it was time to do animations, I thought to tell my story. I'm a storyteller, you know. And at the time, you know, comedy was, the trend was, you know, the worry story. Worry, this guy, so I just created a worry boy and I poured all of myself in him. Honestly,
I know that a lot of the audience relate to that story because it was a boys will be boys kind of story. You know, this is what young boys were getting up to. Not as exaggerated as some of the things.
Actually, it's not exaggerated.
Are you sure?
That's what they do.
But the animation space also has grown and changed.
Yes.
And doing good animation, I will use the, in quotes, good animation.
Right.
Was challenging in the beginning. This is what? How many years now?
13, 14 years.
Wow. So you started when animation wasn't so freely available to everyone.
Exactly.
So did you ever have any doubts that it was going to work?
At some point, but you know, I just knew that this was my path and I just kept at it. And it will shock you that I wasn't even making money from it. I was just doing it. I just told myself, this is what we're going to do. Let's keep going. I resigned my radio job in 2016 to pursue it head on, you know. And I mean, up until 2020, then, you know, the story changed.
So, you know, let's take a little clip so that you'll understand exactly why we love Tegwolo. Okay, so honestly, now you know exactly what we're talking about. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But let's come back to you as a comedian. And, you know, once people start making money in one particular area, you know, the tendency is for them to just stick to that and let go of some other past passions.
Right.
But you've stuck with this, especially Ajebo Unleashed, which has come up every year for what, 11, 12 years now?
12 years.
12 years.
This is the 12th edition, yeah.
Wow, the 12th edition. What do you think keeps you going?
I think it's love for the craft. It's the passion, you know. This is what I was born to do. I mean, I've been doing this since I was like in secondary school. My first paid gig was at the age of 14. Wow. You know, and I'm a millennial, so do the math, you know. So I've been doing this over 20 years already, you know. So, you know, we just knew that this was it. So it was just about improving the craft, you know. What can we do to improve it? How can we make it better? How can we make it appeal to the global audience? How can we repackage it as animation? How can we, you know, so that has been it, you know.
So, you know, your shows are different because you often add should I call skits in between?
Well, you can
sometimes,
say that.
well, skits, and then of course animation pops up on the screen a lot of the time.
Right.
You've added all those little things, but did you ever have any doubts that comedy shows after a certain time, wouldn't be relevant anymore?
No. So you see, it's everything that sells. It's the experience that keeps it going, right? You walk into a restaurant on the mainland, for instance, and you are buying a plate of food for $2.5. You walk into a restaurant in VI, and then you're buying the same food for $50K, $100. And so what's the difference? It's the experience, what you add to the food. And every year we bring a new experience. Like this year, it's Family Guy. I'm the Family Guy. We want to everything, and I like to do stuff that are relatable. Everybody comes from a family. That's the smallest unit of society. Everybody has family influence. Your siblings annoyed you. The African mom story. There's something to talk about. And then when I compare my life growing up in comparison to what my children are doing now, what they are enjoying, there's a lot to say.
So do I detect another series based on your kids and how they're enjoying life now?
That's what I want to talk about at the show.
Wow.
June 29th, Eco Hotel.
Okay, 29th of June, Eco Hotel. Right. Honestly, I can't wait for that event, to be honest. I was at the last one. Do you remember where I was on the last one?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your head was in there.
Did you enjoy it?
Welcoming guests.
Hope you enjoyed
my goodness. So he doesn't remember, but I was actually on stage at your last event.
Oh yeah, that's
true. My God.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You hosted a segment with Lasisi, yeah?
Yes.
I remember.
Lasisi. And it was an interesting experience because I got to also feel the pulse of the audience. There's something about making sure that every 10 to 20 seconds, the audience have something to laugh about.
Exactly.
And if you can't provide that at a comedy show, you might end up losing them for a bit.
Exactly.
And then to reel them back in, it's a lot of work. So do you have any strategies or tips for any upcoming comedians who are trying to sort of break into the market?
Discover your style and stick to it. If another person does his own, it works, you enjoy the success story, don't copy and paste. Do your own, discover your own and do your own, man. That's
All right. You want to see a little more of Ajebo? Watch this. That toothpaste joke is below the belt. I used to roll my toothpaste from there. I roll it. Roll it.
You don't know what God is doing for you. Some people in a newspaper that they use for toilet.
Wow. So it's amazing that you've got all this material, especially as Family Guy now.
Right.
Do you want to give us a sneak peek?
If that one you saw is not enough for you to go and buy ticket, don't worry.
Oh gosh. Okay. So wait. Just sneak peek. Just sneak peek.
Sneak peek of what? Come and hear the family story.
Okay,
there's a lot that we want to see. Yeah.
I know you're shooting some skits right now.
Right.
You were shooting yesterday with. Who was that?
So yesterday I shot with DME.
Okay.
Big shout out to DME. Amazing guy. I also shot with Real Judy. She's super amazing. So we've just been creating stuff. I
honestly can't wait to see when those skits come out. We'll be looking out for you on social media.
Yeah, please do.
And we're following the story, and we are so proud of how Ajebo has grown.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. You can give out some tickets to your audience, maybe on the show.
Really? Okay, don't worry. We'll do that on social media. We have to move right now. We have to head over to the kitchen. So the chef and Edgar have been working on something special, and it's time for you to have a taste of exactly what he's been preparing. It has one very tongue-twisting name.
Do you say me to have the taste?
Yes, please.
Why not?
It's been made right from scratch in the kitchen.
Why not?
If not, take a stroll?
Why not? If not,
let's go. Let's head over.
Not be food.
Let's head over.
Not be food.
Let's head over. Let's do it.